Alright guys, we're gonna get started really soon. Got 22 people in here, 12 likes so far. It is a Sunday, a little bit slower. Maybe send, what's up crypto yacht? Am I alright? Yeah, I hope so. Tim says dump it. Everybody thoughts on Fed meeting? Hard to say, hard to say. Maybe send markets down temporarily. But when people notice that we still have inflation, even with rate changes, the markets rebound. That's what I'm thinking, maybe. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I could see a retest of 40K. We'll talk about it. We will talk about it. Alrighty, what is up, guys? Evan Aldo here. What's up, everybody in the chat? Let's get started with the TA. So right now for Bitcoin, we're trying to get this to load. We're at 42 even about. Why aren't we loading here? So weekly, I mean, you still are in a bullish, uptrend from here, from this spiral line right here. You still got the green dot. You still got your bullish hidden divergence here, which is a good sign. On your 3-day, you're starting to curve down with the VWAP. The 2-day, you're starting to curve down with the VWAP. So it looks kind of similar to how it looked right over here. See how the VWAP came way up and then started curving down as their RSIs were coming up, curved down a little bit back here. That was let's see, it was about a 12% decline from here to here, 12%, 13%, this spiral line. Around 39 I could see happening, 40K I could see happening. That's the more bearish short-term case. With the Super Bowl, it's hard to say. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are still scared. I don't know if they'll necessarily buy in too much. Maybe it'll bring it up a little bit. Maybe it'll have a less of an effect. The commercials that everybody's been talking about. Your 12-hour looks pretty good. Your VWAP is curving up, and a lot of these higher time frames, like a 16-hour, looks pretty good. Usually, you see with money flow, money's trying to come into the green, came into the green a little bit. Usually, it comes back into the green. Then you have a nice rally upwards after your little correction. But we could come back down like this into the red. That'd bring us down to about 37, 40, something like that. Then you continue forward. That would still be healthy. The big line, the big bull market support, macro bull market support is around 35. It gets a little bit higher every day. Around 35, 200 right now. If we do correct to there, it'd be similar to the scenario over the summer. I don't think it will. For some reason, I feel like we won't correct that much. I feel like we'll hold 39, 40K, but because of the green dot in the weekly, that's kind of my 2 cents on it, but could happen. Definitely come back here and then continue forward. So 12-hour, 8-hour I want to look at. Your VWAP's trying to come up here, curving back down. So usually, it's trying to come up. Usually it'll just curve back up after you consolidate here for a little bit. It's a more bullish case, and then bearish case, you just can go down like this. Then you come up. That'd probably bring us down to here, maybe. Also, this level is kind of important, but I do think if we I do think there's a good shot we bounce off of 39, kind of from what the technicals look like here. After that, obviously 37 in this area, very, very important. As I mentioned before, kind of overheated on the 4-hour a little bit. Your VWAP curving downward, so that would be the more bearish case down to. That would bring us down to 39, 40. If that does play out, this could easily curve back up. You are above the zero line, and you were below the zero line for a while there, so it's just a matter of time before that plays out. Money flow generally coming down here on your 2-hour. That's a bit more bearish, trying to come down. Seems like it could come down a bit more. That would easily be the case where you just come down to the red, then you come back up. Maybe you come down, 39, 40, and then you consolidate here and then come back up. We've been if you just look at the volatility, a normal pattern of this, like look from, here, very volatile from this area. Haven't had too much of a sideways like this lately. So you could be sideways generally until you know, maybe sideways bullish for another week, and then you rally up to, you know, 50. You get still 55K by the end of the month still is in the cards. I mean, just look at the money flow crossover here. The last time it happened, we were mapping it out on the, or I was mapping it out on the 8 hour. From there to there, about 30%. So if we stay in the green here on the 8 hour, definitely, that definitely could be in the cards if we stay more bullish. So yeah. And then some of your lower time frames, 15-minute, nothing, kind of choppy, nothing to really make of this. Money flow coming out. So it does seem like since we're getting very close to this high volume node right here, you may test it again for the 1, 2, 3, 4th time. I don't know. I think you may lose it. You may come down to the 39. Big scalp long opportunity there. Funding fees, they've been going back and forth. I don't know what they are on the top of my head, but I feel like a lot more people are going long because of the Super Bowl. We'll see what happens. 2-day VWAP looks crazy. Maybe something. 25 basis points possible. What do you mean by basis points? Frog channel. Could just stick with a long-term mindset. Invest. It says short-term thing. Quick bet on 50-50 trades. Yeah, that's why I wait until the market looks good to make trades. Good risk management, Isaac. That's very important. Check out my course for that. Probably the answer no one wants to hear, Jacob. But risk management is very important. You know, having a winning strategy over time is how you win in this this game. And guys, smash the like button. We got 67 people in, 29 likes. Super Bowl indicator is in play. What do you guys think for the Super Bowl? Is it going to be Rams or Bengals? I don't know if how many Americans or probably Europeans, you guys don't really care about it, but yeah. We'll take a quick look at Ethereum. This is a major point. You know, it's a golden pocket, 618, 65 right here. The 2-day looks similar to Bitcoin. This is obviously kind of your bull market support band area, kind of, I would say, your long-term bull market support. However, Ethereum is a little bit different. I would say it's kind of, yeah, around here now. We bounced off of these two areas over the summer, so it would, if we lose this general area, that's where you kind of get scared and get more into a macro bear market as opposed to a macro bull market. So that's important to keep in mind. At this point, I mean, your 2-day is curving down. You don't have the red dot just yet. It does look, let's see here, kind of over the summer we were curving up and now we're curving back down. So it looks a little worse than it looked over the summer, but it still could be a healthy correction into this area. Your daily VWAPs could start to curve back up relatively soon, and it could be the end of the correction. That would be the more bullish case. VWAP is coming up on the 12-hour. You're still in the green on the 12-hour. That's a pretty good sign. Your 8-hour, kind of the same deal, kind of like Bitcoin, VWAP coming down. You know, bearish case, where would, if we come down to 39 for Bitcoin, you'd probably, I'd have to draw a fib level or something here, but you'd probably come down to like there, I would say 2,700 or something. 25, that would be probably, if Bitcoin went to 37, it kind of depends, I mean, what the percentage is here, but yeah. 4-hour, it's on the green, kind of in between here. RSIs are coming down. Blood diamond under 2-hour, kind of coming out there. So that's that. This is obviously a big place to look for a, let me set a alarm right there, an alert to look for a scalp long, and curving up right there with the VWAP on the hourly. Kind of in between. I mean, the VWAP on the 12 hours coming up. How's your 45-minute? Let's see here. Curving up. Money flow crosser on the 45-minute I'm looking for, both on Bitcoin and Ethereum for a potential long. Still in my swing longs, the profits locked in on Bitcoin. On Ethereum, the dot one got stopped on profit. Cardano is a bit in the red. That has been such a disappointment, Cardano. But we'll look at that. Let's take a look at that. If that could ever come back. I think it will at some point. Just hitting, your dollar area. Money flow generally coming up there. Daily, it's trying to come up. It feels like this is more of a healthy correction. It feels like we could come up from here. That's a bullish case for everything. Bitcoin, pumps up. And 47K is the big area that we could pump up to for Bitcoin if that happens. $1.50, $1.30 is definitely in the cards for Cardano. A little bit of patience with that trade. Thing is, if a lot of people are really trying to bet that Cardano is going to go up, may end up with their getting liquidated in the market. But you know, risk management is always important. 8-hour VWAP curving up, that's big. How was your 30-minute? Yeah, trying to come up. Maybe the money flow crossover in 30 minutes. See, it's trying to come up into the green there, coming back down, trying to come up into the green to reclaim that area. Let's see here. Checkmatic, been trading VRA every day and some long on CRO. We're going to pump or dump during the game. I don't know. It's hard to say. I really don't know. Tell me about the Superbowl indicator. Yeah, what's the Superbowl indicator? Go Chiefs. Looks like a Matic. Matic is a great project. I love Matic. And it's down. Let's see. This area, big area to look to go. I mean, if Bitcoin tests 39, 40K, only down to 40% from its all-time high. They probably test $1.50. How's your green dot or red dot about to print? You up, curving up there. 12-hour looks like it could come back into the green. Looks like a relatively good sign. And your 6-hour, your 3-hour money flow coming up. View up coming up. Blood diamond. Money flow generally coming at that 30-minute money flow crossover with a lot of these combined with the 8-hour view up coming up. That's pretty big. So this is the big point you want to look at, like $1. I'm going to send a notification right at $1.50 right here, just so I could see it. I'll get that notification. That's where I'd be looking to probably go long in this, and that would be a percentage down, 10% down. Yeah, that'd be pretty nice long or nice spot entry right there. What's up, Doge? XRP, yeah, let's look at XRP. For the Super Bowl, I mean, we have the Rams lost their last 2 Super Bowls, and they're at home, so that's going to give them, I mean, they're obviously, it's more likely they would win. I mean, in sports, it's hard to predict. The Bengals are very hot, but it's more, it would definitely be more likely that the Rams would finally win. But Joe Burrow could end up like the next Tom Brady. Who knows? And he could win this Super Bowl and send the Rams back down. So XRP rejecting nicely off of this level. 80 cents right now. VWAP curving down in the 3-day. Curving down in the 2-day. Confirmed red dot on the daily. But wow, that looks good on the daily. You're curving up. You're about to get into that green. And that's big on Bitcoin too. That's a good place to look for a swing long. Just when you get into the green. On the daily, that is big. Combined with the VWAP curving up, that's a very bullish sign. That would probably bring us up to $1 at least, I would say, 20%. So XRP, you know, it's been the underdog. It's really, you know, a matter of do we break through this level or do we reject off of it and go down to oblivion? I'm not the biggest XRP fan. I have a tiny position in it. I trade it occasionally. You know, it's like the old Cardano. It's got its fan base, but it's just really underperformed. I mean, is it even at its previous bull market high? I want to see. Let's look at the monthly here. We don't even have that data. Or, yeah, previous probably $1.50, so it broke that for a little bit. I mean, Cardano's still below its previous bull market high, so, you know, there's that too. But, yeah, it does look, your hourly looks like it's trying to come down here. Big point for this to correct to 75 cents maybe. I'd have to draw another fib level here. Let's see. We could probably do from, let's do bottom to top. Yeah, 73 cents, probably a big area to look. But the daily, we'll look for that money flow crossover on the daily. I'm going to set an alert right now for myself right there. Crossing, and then money flow, value 0.0. If you're new to this, this is how you set a money flow crossover indication. And that's going to be big for XRP for a potential long. Let's see. Here's a please. So I've held CRV. I took some profits on it when it went way up, but I still hold a little bit of it just for long term. I earn interest on it. I think on Gemini, there's probably a better place to earn interest on that though. But yeah, but it's a small position. I mean, I'm a big, Bitcoin, Ethereum guy. I only hold 20% altcoins. Where's the white jersey? That's who will win. I don't know. It's a good question. Phantom seems to be winning sport. Well, yeah, a lot of people have asked me about Phantom. It was looking good last time. It's hard to say. Yeah, Ukraine, Russia, that's big. That combined with the surprise Fed meeting. What I think for, all these things, surprise Fed meeting, all that, I think they're going to kind of just manufacture this with Fed rates to just make the market, be a normal year, like a 10% rather than a 30%. Because if we just keep increasing 30%, a lot of people are going to be a little weary, a little unhappy with this. So that's kind of what I think is going to happen. Fed has so much power. If the Rams win, it will indicate a bullish year for the stock market. Interesting. Okay, so we want to root for the Rams, and we also want to root for the Rams because that means Tom Brady was only one game away. That's what we want to root for. Big Tom Brady fan. Okay, let's look at AVAX. Yeah, AVAX was hitting a major point. Yeah, so we're hitting $80 or 77 right around there. Your daily curved into the green, now curving back down. Your 12-hour looks pretty good, looks bullish continuum. Your 8-hour trying to come up. Bearish case, this one's pretty easy to read. Bearish case, you're going to come down to this price, 60 bucks, then come back up. Bullish case, you stay here. Your 4-hour, red dot, hitting that. I wouldn't be going long at the moment just because of that 4-hour red dot. And 2-hour money flow crossover downward. However, no bullish div about to print in the hourly. Yeah, I'm just not seeing the signs I want to see to be going long off of this position. Maybe the 15-minute bullish div here, but the 4-hour red dot, I don't know. I don't know about that, but at the moment, I do think it looks like we'll come down at least a little bit more for this. AVAX, the other one you wanted was Solana. Losing big support right there, not the best thing. Was looking to go long over here, didn't happen, but that was our kind of our low at the end of January there. Coming back towards it. However, your 8-hour is looking not bad. Your daily VWAP curving up, not bad. Could still be just a healthy correction, but if worse comes to worse, 70 bucks maybe. I mean, this is kind of overheated because just look at normally what happens after you come up, what is this, like 5,000%, 1,000% right here. It makes sense if you zoom out, it would make sense to come back to even this area, $30 maybe, but 70 bucks. But if everything else does well, I mean, this should perform somewhat well. If you're up curving up here, there is some hope, definitely. 8-hour, like I said, was looking pretty good. Your lower time frames look a bit more bearish, but hourly, if you're up curving up, so your 30-minute, maybe the next money flow crossover in the 30-minute. That's what I'd be looking for on a lot of these. Your next money flow crossover in your 30-minute may be a good place to go long. You're getting a bullish div right now. 15. Let's see. So yeah, XRP, I don't think the core case will definitely help it be Baker, but I think really what we need to get that pumping is we need that on Coinbase. We need that on Binance. I mean, the only place you could really buy that right now, I think it's BITGET. That's where I have it. So I mean, we need to get that in more places, and that's what'll get it to pump. But until then, I don't see that going anywhere too high. I mean, thank you so much, Bird and Stone. Let's see. Polkadot I want to look at. Yeah, let's take a look at Polkadot, then we'll look at Phantom. I like to look at the big caps first. So Polkadot, $18. Wow, back to its low. Or no, hold on, I'm on the 15-minute. No, not back to its low. This is our main, band here, main line of support. We could go down, but then to 16. You're coming down your 2-day. Daily was looking good. That money flow crossover, I want to set that notification because we could get probably a lot of, never financial advice, but we could get a lot of nice longs, on this money flow crossover, I would say, swing longs. Yeah, right there. VWAP curving up there in your 12-hour, your 6-hour, and VWAP curving down. Wall money flow curving out. Be the case for a bounce off of 16 something. Blood diamond on your 2-hour. Coming up right here. It's looking like everything else basically. We want to see that, probably that 30-minute money flow crossover. Yeah, confirmed. Green dot there. 12-hour, maybe your 45-minute. Yeah, 45-minute money flow crossover. Just wherever that may happen. This is a big point, 16. I'm going to set, I'm not even going to set a notification, but yeah. Let's see. 20x leverage on a long with 0 right now. Been crushing. How far do you think it will go? If it's crushing, you're feeling euphoric, I'd lock in some profits, Bill. I mean, never financial advice. That's what I'm thinking. Since people would be scared because it's not at an all-time high, maybe it could go farther with the Super Bowl. But yeah, mainly a lot of the people in the crypto right now are the veterans, the big people. Like me, and I'm sure you guys are really big people. So I mean, it's just not random college kids, betting on CRO right now. You know what I mean? So yeah. Let's see. Am I still bullish on MEXC? I'd have to take a look at it, but probably. It looked really good the other day, or last week. ONT. There's one I wanted to take a look at. We can take a look at, try to get into CRV. So, yeah, that's been really, it's been dumping, but it's not, it's looking like everything else, not down to that low yet. Curving back up on the daily, your 12-hour. Curving up on the VWAP, decent sign. That looks not bad on your 8-hour. Your 4-hour looks like you could continue bearish for a bit, maybe come down to even there, maybe 230, 220, 228, excuse me. So yeah, it does look on some of your lower times frames like we do have some time to go down a bit lower, but your hourly money flow crossover looks good. And a lot of these look very similar. 30-minute possible money flow crossover I'd be looking at. But yeah, how's your 45? We want to wait for possibly the next money flow crossover. I mean, look at this one. A lot of these money flow crossovers don't lie. A lot of times. Okay, it got choppy. It did get choppy. Let's see here. ONT. I don't think I've ever looked at this. Let's see. So its all-time high was in May, like a lot of other things. It's down 80%. Okay. I'm not even sure what the market cap is on this. You can't get much out of that, really. Maybe you could go from... yeah, when you're down 80%, it's a little hard. So that looks good. It looks like a bullish continuum on your 16-hour. Your 10-hour looks decent. About to print a green dot. Almost, I guess you could make the argument that that's a hidden bullish divergence. If you get the green dot and confirm it here to here. Yeah, could be a hidden bullish divergence there. Your 4-hour, it looks neutral in between. Still in the green. Little trigger wave under 2 hour. Look, this looks better than a lot of other things, I will say that. Money flow generally coming up here. I don't know anything about this project or what it does. What I will say is it does look better in quite a few other things right now. This looks better than quite a few other things. CRO, we definitely need to look at. Blood diamond under 15 minutes. I kind of predicted the bottom there. Predicted the money flow coming up there. We got that right. Hit a few days ago off of that level. Now it's trying to pull through. Your daily, I like the curvature. That's great curvature. And you're coming off the VWAP. That is good. That is good. 16 hour looks good. Your 10 hour looks good. A little, yeah, green dot, VWAP curving up. It looks like a bullish continuum. We could end up, you know, you could end up at 64 cents with this. Definitely doable. VWAP curving down there on your 4 hour. Your 2 hour, that looks a little overheated in the red dot. So the bearish case will probably take us back down to 45 cents. Bullish case up to 64. Some of these low time frames. VWAP curving up, a little overheated. I would say I would lean a little bit more bullish, especially with the Super Bowl. I mean, in terms of these higher time frames. I think you could pump, and I mean, it's not at, people are probably looking at how down it's been from its all-time high. They're scared, so they could pump a little bit. Let's see. Let's see. I looked at ADA before. National over American teams, that means the Rams would win. Honey Dripper, yeah, I'll take a look at Hex. Actually, I want to look at Doge had data. Yeah, Theta, so many cryptos. Let's look at Theta. I like Doge. Doge is in my Discord. Doge is a big fan. I love Doge. That looks good. Yeah, your daily, you're finally having that money flow crossover. Just, it seems like it could be bouncing off of there too. Let's see here. Let's see for Theta. I mean, you're at this point down 85% from there, and there you're coming up. You're kind of in between. 10 hour VWAP curving down. Kind of, it looks like it could be bottoming out soon. Overheated. I don't know. Some of these lower time frames do not look the best. Yeah, deep in the red. I don't know. It definitely doesn't look too. It looks weird compared to some other things. It looks a little worse, but your daily I really like. This could pull through and bring us up if we stay in the green here. I mean, look at this. It could bring us back up to $7 or something. You could even get a double out of this maybe. So that's the main bullish case. Yeah, MEXC you get XRP, I believe too. I bought it on, or I have it on BITGET. Sand. There's a few more I wanted to look at before sand. What was I gonna look at? There's so many of these. Oh yeah, Axie. Actually, I wanted to take a look at. AXS. Where was I looking at this? Because I had my fib level, yeah. So your daily, you know, it looks like kind of everything else. Your 2 day, that's a bit more bearish. You're coming down and you're in the red. Probably would bring us down to 37, but there is probably a lot of bullish, like, yeah, money flow coming up. VWAP coming up there. Your 10 hour, curving back down, so that's a bearish case. Maybe we could just get another bounce off of this 45 area. Your 4 hour, you're rejecting off of there, putting your red dot as you're rejecting off of this line, and it does not look good anymore. Hourly, could get a bullish div pretty soon. Maybe it's just a matter. Like if we hold this level, we turn bullish, we're coming up to 85. If we turn bearish, you probably won't go down to 30 something, but you'll probably come down to your previous low around 46. So yeah, it's definitely not looking as good as it was, but there is a bullish case, especially with the 12-hour coming up, maybe another trigger wave there to bring us up. So, yeah. Hex, yeah, let's look at Hex. Let's see. Hex. Yeah, hidden off of here, hitting some major support right now. Looks like everything else in your 2-day. More bearish case, I mean, it's a volatile pie. It's still down, I mean, what is it down? 60% from its all-time high. In the green there, it looks like we could hold support here. 12-hour doesn't look too good. Yeah, kind of choppy. Looks like everything else in the 8-hour. I do think we could curve back up and hold this level. Bullish case, 26 cents or something. Kind of overheated there on the 4-hour. 2-hour in the red. Hour money flow crossover down, not looking the best. Maybe we come down to 18, down another cent. Your lower time frames not looking too optimistic just yet. But yeah. It's kind of a neutral. It's hard to really say right now exactly. We're either going to break down or break up. Yeah, that's kind of what's going to happen. And here, more your bearish case, field comes down, your bullish case stays above the zero line for longer. That's how most of the market's looking. Let's see, sand. Yeah, we can take a look at sand. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything beforehand. Guys, smash the like button. Let's get a few more likes here. It looks like I'm caught up. Looks like I saw most of this stuff. Yeah, let's look at sand. And off of there. Same as everything else so far, pretty much. Money flow coming up. Checked off of that fib level. Bearish case, we bounce off of here, probably 350. Bullish case, we continue up, hit 530 or something. You know, the bearish case on some of these smaller time frames is definitely the bearish case. 2 days, the bearish case. Daily is probably, or your 12-hour, yeah, VOP's coming up. This is more the bullish case, your middle time frame. So, not the easiest market to read right now, but yeah, no bullish div just yet. Oh yeah, who is doing the Super Bowl halftime show? Any of you guys know? I don't even know. It would be bad press, but yeah, it's more of a buy the rumor because everybody will be scared and they won't want to buy it, and then 6 months from now, they'll be like, oh damn, I should have bought. That's usually what happens. That's where I remember kind of what I was thinking about when I first saw like the BlockFi ads, like when Bitcoin was at 10K. Earn interest on them. Like, is this a Ponzi scheme? Is this Bitcoin going to crash more? You know what I mean? Gala analysis. The other thing for Bitcoin is there is a CME gap at around 39 or 40 somethings, or around 40. So another big place too if we do have it filled. I was thinking more sideways and continue forward. Here kind of predicted the dump. So yeah, VWAP curving down there. I didn't know Snoop Dogg was in the gala. Yeah, just rejecting perfectly off of this, of that level right there. I think we will. Yeah, for some of these higher time frames, it does seem like you would hit. Excuse me, 23 cents. 6-hour money flow crossover down. 4-hour potential money flow crossover down. Red dot. It looks a little more bearish. Yeah, 23 cents is in the cards here. Looks a little bit more bearish. I know you could earn a lot of interest on this on Kraken, so yeah. Eminem is going to perform at the, oh, that's going to be fun to watch. Eminem doesn't go live too often. Kendrick, Snoop, wow. That's going to be crazy. That's going to be a crazy halftime show. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's see how Bitcoin is. Are we dumping? Let's see what's happening here. Yeah, we're getting back to, we're probably going to hit off of this, hit this level soon, moment of truth. You could get a nice, yeah, all the way from back here on your 30-minute, nice bullish div, and then you gotta be careful with the 4-hour red dot confirms of 15 minutes. Maybe it could be played out by then. Let's see, your 12-hour, if you have, yeah. This is the point I'm looking at, yeah, this point right there. If we lose this at 39.8, that's what I'm really looking at. So yeah. Let's see. Yeah, CME gap, yeah. I think, I don't know, I think it, because everybody's talking about the CME gap. I think if we do lose, go down that low, well, I mean, you may get a scalp off of that, but I think we will test 40 or 39, the spiral lines. The COM Superbowl, because it had all the crypto ads right around when the market crashed. Oh, the .com suit you were talking about. Wow. Can you explain CME gap? I don't know enough about it. I don't look at it too much. I'm not the best person to ask about that. I talk about it a little bit. I don't really trade based on it. So yeah, .com. That's interesting. And B Baker, did it after that Super Bowl, the .com Super Bowl? Did it crash more after, or was it already crashed during all the ads, or like what was? That would be interesting to see if we look at like, I mean, what was trading publicly back then? Microsoft? Maybe we could look at that. That would be a bit big. This would be interesting. This is what you do on a chill stream on the weekend, but just, oh my God. Just steadily going up all the way since, how much is this? I haven't looked at this in, yeah. Oh my God, 20x, wow. Wow, in 10 years, 20, did that outperform Apple? I don't even, that's interesting. Did Microsoft out? 1900, I want to see, like what? Curious now. From there to there. No, that's not even close. Wow, I didn't realize Apple. Is that 50x from? Wow, oof, oof. I haven't looked at these in a while. The .com Super Bowl. It was probably, well, Microsoft was already. Here was the .com Bowl. Oh, okay, February. Oh, it was probably here, and then it just casually dumped for another 10 years. Wow, wow, that is crazy. It just dumped down for another. Wow. Or whatever, could it have been when it already was? Let's see the chat, maybe you guys know. High water mark, okay, so it seems like probably here, this February of 2000. I feel like it was either February 2000 or February 2001 probably. That would have been better if it was February of 2001 for repeat, because we came up, it's probably, I mean, look how volatile. Yeah, 40% just sideways. I don't know about, maybe we could look at Apple back then. Yeah, 19. I didn't realize it went public that early. Wow. Forget that. It's been a while. Well, yeah, right here. Wow. Yeah, but if you stayed in, I mean, if you got in, if you just stayed in this, you know, up, yeah, you would have to be patient, but it came up like crazy, obviously. Yeah, 15,000%, but that's just so many years. Wow. Only exchange U.S. accredited investors can trade leverage. Accredited investors, okay, gotcha. Bitcoin, okay, 2.5x max leverage. That's probably, is that where like Willy Woo does his like 2 or 1x leverage Bitcoin positions? I wonder like how the fees are with that. But yeah, guys, smash the like button. Let's get a few more in. Yeah, if you guys have questions or, oh, let's see. Let me go to live chat so I can see more. When you have many momentum waves above or below zero line, what do you think? What do you look for a reversal? So it's money flow coming out, and then trigger waves, which are really DPP, really close waves coming up or to the zero line. Bitcoin at 20K. I don't see it really going much below 25K, but yeah. Let me. What about? I don't know what that. TY. I don't even. Is there any? I want to look at. Oh, I want to look at a OUS. Blood Diamond, it's not looking the best. It's probably looking worse than a lot of other things, but you do have this area. This is a pretty good project. It's one of the ones I like. I like this. I mean, VRA I like. Curving up in the 8 hour there. Yeah, it's just a matter of, that 30 minute ain't looking bad. If you get into the green there, that's going to be big. That combined with these VWAPs coming up in these higher time frames, this I think will do well. I think it may hold $1 here. 150 minute blood diamond. Yeah. What is that? 150, 2.5 hours. I don't look at the 2.5 hour, but yeah. I mean, any blood diamond under the 4 hour isn't like the biggest, issue really. The blood diamonds are mainly like, let me show you what these are based off of. These are the same as like really low. They're usually trigger waves. I think that's how the algorithm bases them off of. Here wasn't really. I'm surprised this wasn't a blood diamond. That probably would have been one, but there. They're coming down. Let's see how. Let's look at a couple stocks. Tesla. 860. I mean, double bottom pattern there at 810 would be a good place to look. I have a little bit of this, It does look overheated though. I mean, view up curving up on the weekly. The overall sentiment is a lot of fear with stocks too. I don't really think we're going to have an '08 scenario. I mean, how could it crash that much when you printed all this money? The Fed tapering, I think they're just kind of scaring off a lot of the little people. So the big people, the whales will buy in and they'll get their 10% S&P 500 gain, which is what we'll probably get this year. I'm watching the weekly close. I don't look at it too much really. Those weekly closes. Thoughts on S&P 500? Let's take a look. Curve up on the weekly. Usually when this happens, you just continue forward. I mean, you could roll over at some point, but what I think is the Fed is just going to manufacture this so we come up, instead of they don't want it to come up, let's see, from year 2021, January, where was this? Around here to where was. They don't want it to end 27 or 30%. They want it to be like 10%. They want us to get something like, where was the beginning of the year? They probably want it to be around here, around 5 something by the end of the year. It'll probably be more sideways, like more of a normal type thing, like something like this, like 2018, rather than this just this nonsense right here. If you have curving down there on your 3-day, I think it's likely we'll do a double bottom pattern at this point. If you do come into the red here, if you just repeat these general patterns, look at the last time this happened was 2019, we shot up. So if you repeat that pattern, you shoot up. Not to say we can't roll over, but with all the money printing, I just don't see it happening. I mean, I think gold will do well too. Probably not as well as Bitcoin over time, but maybe in the short term it could do better. Maybe not though. I mean, that is just that's an interesting investment to say the least. 4-hour looks good coming up there. I mean, usually last time we were like this, just bounced off of that level, came up. So I do think this could easily bring us up to all new all-time highs or whatever. This area. Let's see. Oil. So oil was looking like very toppy the other day, but you know, I've been saying this is time to you know, lock in profits for oil. But there is a case we can get up to this level around 100. But I mean, if you just look at this, I mean, there's money generally coming out of this. You're confirming, you know, bearish divergences. There's a lot of people who bought. I mean, we're buying probably around here that are already up 30%. Look at this general pattern. This thing normally corrects, you know, has corrections on its way up here. So I would expect if we don't correct now, we'll come up to 100, then maybe correct down to 80. If you look at your 12-hour, divergences were happening. I mean, from there to there, big bearish divergence. It looks pretty overheated. It's just $100 is where I'd be looking at this. Not that I would go short, but just there's no money really coming into this anymore. 4-hour, next 4-hour bearish divergence, that could be at $100. That might be a nice place to take profits. 4-hour bearish divergences while you have money coming out are big. Those are huge. The 1-hour looks like we'll continue the pattern upward, but you are getting high up there. Look, every time you came up more, so. But usually not. Usually you come down a bit. Let's see, what are these percentages? 4%. Yeah, people have been trading oil. Obviously, oil is not the best long-term investment, I would say. Yeah, I agree with that. B. Baker, gold and silver, just so they are dead. They should be higher. I will say that. Dow Jones looking really bearish. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any money in it, so yeah, guys, smash the like button. Let's see. You look at the Dow. It's probably looking so similar to the S&P 500, I would guess, right? Is it more volatile than the 93%? Probably less volatile. I mean, look at this. If you repeat that every time it was bullish when you came into the red on the 2-day here. Well, that one not really. Back in 19. We came down another, so if the bearish case plays well, we'll come down another 7% here. It'd be interesting. Exactly off of this fib level, so, you know, 32K. It's almost like you're looking at Bitcoin. These prices, but 32K, big area. 16, yeah. 32K I would really be looking for for this. Let's see if we ever get that. Yeah, I saw a notification. Yeah. Oh yeah, Phantom someone wanted me to look at. Phantom, let's look at. Is it? Let's see here. Yeah, I was looking over here. My prediction worked out kind of well so far. Yeah, we did get a nice. Did we? December to. Wow, yeah, this outperformed a lot of things coming up. Interesting. Interesting. Your 12-hour, it's looking a lot like everything else. You're hitting off of this points. This could be a good long, actually. About to get a bullish divergence on your 12-hour. Looks pretty good. Your 8-hour. Yeah, bullish, maybe a bullish divergence there, too. 4-hour, yeah, looks good. Money flow crossover upward. Looks better than a lot of other things, I will say that. Not bad. I mean, if we do get this divergence, green dot, we could come back up to 235, maybe even 260. Interesting how this is. I mean, it does follow Bitcoin a little bit, but it's higher than it was in December 20th. Let's see here. I remember when I studied abroad in Italy. Fun time, Doge. I know you're in Italy, right? Nah, you know, Bill, it's with the taxes and everything, I just leave it in and stake it. The HODL portfolio, I don't really mess with, but nobody ever went broke taking profits, that's what I will say. Especially on Celsius, you could just swap it over to USDC and then buy back, but I'd probably only want to do that when you're at an all-time high, I would say. We'll take a look at gold. That could be a good, you could trade gold too, yeah. Let's see here. Green dot there. Let's look at your weekly. In the green, that's powerful. I mean, the last time you came in the green for this, you came up what percentage? This was in 2019. Yeah, 50%. If we repeat that, you're going high. I don't know if we'll come up that much, but yeah, green dots everywhere. I would say you'll probably at least get to this fib level, 1875. Let's try I want to draw a bigger fib level on this because this thing is just not. Maybe we go from yeah, let's go from here to here. Yeah, you're hitting there right now. Yeah, it seems to respect these levels. Your 4 hour, getting a little overheated. You'll probably come down a little bit. Maybe you just keep this line, go up to 1900. Hour looks a little more bearish. Money coming out. But to get a bearish div too. No, not yet, but yeah, it's a little overheated there. Maybe you keep this. Maybe you keep this level and continue forward. Maybe. It's definitely not the easiest market to read overall right now for like everything in general. So yeah. What was my career before crypto? I was a paralegal. I was in journalism a little bit. Did voiceovers. But yeah. Let's see. 87 viewers, 82 likes. Let's look at Bitcoin. You guys smash the like button if you just came in. Subscribe to the channel, please. Ask me a question in the chat box if you want to. Yeah. These lower time frames do look a bit more bearish. It would bring you down to 40. It's the main place I'm looking. Right here, actually. Linear would be a little higher, 38.8, some 38.9. Probably by the time that happens, it'll be at, yeah, 39.9. How's Robinhood doing? Man. $11 billion market cap. This has had some. I mean, you've been in the red so long in the 4 hour coming up. People have been talking about Peloton too. This, I think, Hood is promising. There's some good fundamentals. I think this could come up to like 19 bucks. I mean, if the entire market is terrible, probably won't. But yeah, Peloton is just so down too. Wow. Then that's so indicative of a bottom right there. That nice pump. That's probably a 30%. What is it? We got 30 for 52% jump. Wow, that is a volatile puppy. $11 billion market cap, small cap. There, we could even I mean, what they think is someone will buy this. $50. Curving up right there. These yellow X's, look at this, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yellow X's. Look for that divergence, that green dot here to here, that bullish divergence, or even, yeah, 5 yellow X's, this bullish divergence actually. Right there, you would have caught the bottom almost. Bam. You would have got a nice, look at that, nice 60%. Well, probably 50% now. It came down a little bit, but yeah. And then sell at, did we get up to 40 bucks? Nice even number. Curving up there, your 4 hour looks good. I think you should get up to $50 on this. You probably would get up to 50 bucks, I would think. Yeah. Just a boring, not too many people really trading right now, just boring, not too much volume. I don't know. How long? It's tomorrow at some point. Yeah, Link is definitely an underperformer. Yeah, there's a link to my Discord in the my free Discord in the link in the description below, and then the private channels through Patreon if you guys are interested in that. My course is down below as well. Let's see here. Link I want to look at. Forgot about Link. Yeah, it is low. Wow, this has really underperformed. Your weekly, you're coming up with the VWAP. Hitting off at that level, kind of. Wow, we're losing that level, but just still in the general area. The daily looks pretty good. It looks like it could curve up some more. Your 12 hour, VWAP curving up. 8 hour, it's coming back in the green. This looks better than a lot of other things, but you want to keep this level. 17 bucks. Might be a risky long to try to do, maybe. Yeah. Curving up right there. This bullish div about to form in the 1 hour. 30-minute, look for a money flow crossover. That was your 8 hour. Yeah. Could be bottoming out. NVIDIA. Yeah, we could take a look at NVIDIA. I know that did very, very well. I don't think I've ever done TA on this. Wow. I mean, what is this up since? Okay, 10x in a couple of years. Wow. Let's see here. Nice bounce off of there. Weekly VWAP curving upward. VWAP curving down there, so it's about to hit that area. That looks good in the 4 hour. VWAP curving back up. I think most likely, you just hit off of here and then continue forward. Probably the most likely scenario. Seems like 30. Yeah, this does look bottomy over here. Your weekly, I mean, every time you have a, last time this happened, last time you had a green dot below the 0 line, came up quite a bit. Seems like the success rate is very high. Look at these. This one back here, this one back here, he came up. I don't think you'll come up, what was it, 10x from there, but you could come up back to, maybe you can make them all-time highs, come up to 430 or something. Alright guys, I'm going to get off. Thanks so much for watching. Check out my course below, 16% off. Link in the description below if you want to see how I interpret market cipher, how I do my trades, all of that type of stuff. Why I think the majority of people lose at this game. Good risk management, trading psychology, all of that. I think it's going to help you guys out a lot. And check out my exclusive Discord for some of my entries, take profits, all of that type of stuff. Exclusive TA, link in the description below. One-on-one coaching through the Market Cipher Academy, that's below too. And if you want to get Market Cipher, my link below. Use my link with my discount code below to get 15% off. And I believe that is about it. Oh yeah, BITGET, FEMEX, there's some good deals going on right now. Check out my link in the description below. It's the same link every YouTuber would give you. But yeah, if you want to help support the channel, check that out. All right, guys, have a good one. Goodbye.